Hey everybody, I am just posting quickly. It has been a crazy, crazy week on my part, but I wanted to make sure I touch base with you. Coming up on Monday, we have some things due as listed here, and I know you have these in your announcements. I just wanted to clarify very quickly that when you turn in your organized notebook, um, only make scanned copies or photographs of whatever you haven't already posted. If you submitted it in Dropbox, there is no need for you to submit it again. Only send me the items that I have not seen. So if you submitted the calendars, don't worry about submitting them again as part of the notebook. Only send me things that you have not already submitted online to Dropbox. Okay, so we talked about this week going over the goal setting and graduation plan. So I'm going to scroll down here to the masters for that. And really the one that I want to explain is the one that I created. So it's going to take me just a second to find it. My daughter got married yesterday, and my father-in-law starting chemotherapy and radiation this week. So it has been very, very busy in our family, but I wanted to make sure that I touched base with you. Okay, so here is the goal setting worksheet Sans PDF. And basically this is just the one that I have customized. Some people are more graphic learners, and this document may be more helpful to you than the standard form that's provided. But I want you to sort of see what I mean. So when you begin to set goals, you look at a long-term goal, like what do I want to be when I grow up? And sometimes I still wonder that myself. And whenever you set a goal, it should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. And even in the field of education and in the business world, when organizations and individuals create goals, they're looking for SMART goals, because if it's not specific, it's very difficult to achieve. If it's not measurable, you will not know if you have achieved it. If it's not achievable, it might be too far beyond your reach. And if it's not relevant or doesn't apply to what you want to do, and then if it doesn't have a time-bound component to it, you may never get there because you haven't set your specific goals, so to speak, based on when they can get done. So that's your big, big, big goal. So if you want to major in pre-med and become a neurosurgeon someday, that's where you would say, okay, wait a minute, this first long-term goal is what can I do within the next 3 to 5 years? So if you think about that, this is like after you have finished your bachelor's degree, or after you have finished your associate's degree. So you want to think along those lines. And so then you break it down to short-term SMART goals, which is 1 to 2 years. And you have multiple SMART term goals that lead into your big, big, big goal. And then you have action steps that break down for that. So obviously, if this short-term goal takes 1 to 2 years, then this is going to be semester by semester, every few months, or you may have multiple action steps, things that you must do in order to achieve those goals. So obviously, if you want to be a neurosurgeon someday, your action steps are going to be make really good grades in all of my classes, also to have strong attendance in my classes and focus on science classes as the basis of my program. And then the items that are down below here, below the action steps, are what I call daily habits. So if you really want to make good grades in all of your classes so that you can get into medical school someday after you graduate with your associate's and your bachelor's degree in a pre-med program, there are some things that need to happen during your life that are daily habits in order to set up for that, which would be managing your time very well, creating a study time, would be writing a schedule for your daily life, or working up, providing yourself extra time to work in chemistry or biology or something like that, being on time to school, organizing your life, cutting back on work hours. Those kinds of things come together to support your action step, so that the daily habits are very specific. Your action step is a little more broad. Your short-term goal is a little more broad. And then your long-term goal is very, very broad. So we start broad and we break it all the way down to the daily habits. And the lesson of the day is that daily habits impact how well you're going to be able to reach your long-term goals. So this is why I have created this form. What you can do is print it out, fill it out by hand, take a picture of it, and upload it if that's the one that you choose to use. Now, there is also one that's just provided through the COLS program, and then the graduation plan document. This is directly from Roane State's website. This document is something that you will probably use when you go to see your advisor or your success coach. And this is basically where you use the website at Roane State, and it's aligned with your program, your major, and you determine which courses you should take every semester until you finish the 2-year program here. Now, if you have remedial classes, you may need more than one copy of this page, because this page shows 4 semesters. So this is basically a document that you start representing the very first semester. So what I would do is I would record in here COLS 1010, college strategies, and then how many credit hours it is. So this is basically going to be what your current schedule looks like and what your future schedules will look like. Now, they may not be in any particular order, but you're laying out the groundwork. You're creating a plan for whatever specific certificate or degree program that you're in, your major and concentration. And then these career academic goals are in line with your goal setting worksheet. Your tasked to complete are in line with your action steps. And then any comments here that you feel will help you move towards those goals. They can be reminders or encouragement or whatever. So this document is completed with you and your advisor or success coach, and they are the experts at working in this area with you about knowing what class to take before that. The sooner you know what you want to do, the less time you will spend taking classes that you're not sure apply to your degree. So make sure you're aware of that as well. And be sure and ask your success coach or advisor if you are on track to complete your university parallel program or your associate's degree within 2 years, and how many credits you will need to do that. Because again, if you are in a remedial program, meaning you're taking remedial reading, math, or writing, those additional courses do count towards your credit total, but they may not count towards your degree because they're prerequisite courses to prepare you for what counts towards your degree. So make sure you have that conversation with your success coach or with your academic advisor. Now, since I have not been online until the end of this week, please know that I will do an announcement for tomorrow and go over what you need to do for this coming week, but I will accept these plans a little later without penalty, just in case you needed the advice and you didn't get it. Sometimes things happen, and I want to be able to provide you with the support. So if you have any questions, send me an email at the Roane State email address, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you.